So, Brother Rasheed Wyatt, give it up for him.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you. This is a nice day, beautiful day. A day that sometimes we don't see a lot of, because it seems like every other day there's crime going on in our community. And we look at our community, we say, why is it like this? Some of us say it's because of the white man, or it's because of this politician, or this person. But the NAACP, which was founded in 1909, looked at the travesties that were happening to black people back in Springfield, Mass, that they were being hung. And they came together and they said, we could stand and wait for government, but many of us wouldn't even be here if the NAACP didn't stand up and say, we need to do something. And I say today, as I speak to you, with our young people in front of us, that we need to do something. And we don't need to wait for nobody else to do it. We need to come together as a community in unity. This place should be filled with people, filled with organizations, because a lot of us are right in this community. The people that we serve are right here. But a lot of them don't come out here until it's an issue that they want to talk about. We got to come together as people, as we did in the 50s and 60s. People were concerned in the 50s and 60s about black folk because we stuck together. We weren't bought off by government cheese. If you give me a little something, I'll be okay, master. A lot of us have a slave mentality still to this day, that our young people go to school and parents don't go to school with them. They send them to school, but don't follow up to advocate for their child. When you send your child by himself to school and you don't stand in the gap for them, and you don't speak up for them, and you don't go with their report card, guess what you're doing? You're leaving them to the wolves, to the folks that don't really care about them. So, but again, it goes back to us. It's not about the teachers. It's not about the school board. It's not about the politician. It's about men standing up. It's about women standing up. It's about parents standing up. It's about our community standing up. And stop letting people divide us and conquer us, giving us little government cheese, as I say. We don't talk about the history of our great people. We don't share the history with our young people about the Medgar Evers, the Ralph Abernathy. We don't talk to them about that because we have great people. And I think there's a saying that's where I'm from in New York, that right knowledge corrects wrong behavior. When we teach them about our history, when we teach about this legacy that we have, we make our people proud that we just aren't all convicts, that we all aren't felons. They like to make us, when we're a felon, that means we nobody. No, we still somebody. To this day, the NAACP continues to fight for our ex-felons when they make a mistake and they go to jail, they can't come out and vote. Because there's folks that says, you still are nobody even though you served your time. We gotta come together. We can't keep standing back waiting for other people to do things for us. Our young people model what they see. And when they don't see us do nothing, guess what they do? They don't do nothing. We just keep sitting on the sideline waiting for somebody else to do something for us. Well, guess what? That day ain't gonna come. Freedom isn't free. You gotta fight for it. You gotta stand for it. You gotta consistently and every single day pursue it. Because we know that the system ain't for us. That's why we have public housing. Because it's an experiment. That you go to public housing and there's this mindset that you're gonna be there forever. No, it ain't. That ain't forever. That's only for now. That's temporary. We gotta have big vision, like Dr. King had when he talked about I have a dream. That dream is for all of us, but sometimes I think that your dream is deferred because some of us think that we've arrived. We haven't arrived because still many of us are still got this plantation mentality that we don't believe that all of us are important, just some of us are important. We all important. And my biggest challenge is from the NAACP is they think that when I go out and I try to recruit people, they think that the NAACP ain't important. But they'll call me up as soon as their brother or their significant other gets arrested, they want to call me up. Or as soon as their baby get ready to get kicked out of school, they want to call me up. But the real matter of the situation is that we as a community, we as a people, have to stop going for the okie doke and stop being bought off. And start standing up for our kids and going to school and making sure that we're advocating for their education. That's the most important thing. There's nothing else more important than our children getting an education and letting them know that, guess what, you can be somebody. You can be somebody, not because somebody tell you somebody, because you come from greatness. How many of you sit down and talk to your young people, to your children, about the legacy of their family tree? We don't do that. The Jews do it. They do it. They don't let nobody forget about the Holocaust. But we don't talk about slavery. We still, many of us are slaves. So maybe that's why we don't talk about it. But I think that it's a time that we come together in unity and that we stop letting other folks divide us. The best kept secret, when I met them a couple of years ago, and there was a high crime rate in Newport News, we started walking through the community talking about the crime. And now we have these other organizations that have come forth talking about what they're doing about crime, but I ain't seen none of them on the block. I ain't seen none of them going into the community talking to the young men on the corner because they're afraid. They're afraid to come meet us and talk to us because they think that they're better than us, or we're going to shoot them, or we're going to stab them. We got to change that mindset. We can come in this community just like we have in this event. Ain't no argument, ain't nobody stabbing nobody, ain't nobody talking about shooting nobody. We can have more events just like this. And I challenge you through the summer to have events like this that are peaceful, that we come together as a people and we're not showing that we wretched, that we got good sense, and that we care about one another. You know, there was a saying years ago about it takes a village to raise a child. It's still consistent today. It takes all of us together. So if your kid is out there cussing somebody out or stabbing somebody or talking negative, then somebody else should be able to say something to them in love. We once loved one another. They say we hate one another. Well, I don't agree with that. Sometimes we show a hateful way, but I still think we love one another because at the end of the day, we all we got. And we need to get it together and recognize that we all we got. At the end of the day, when the lights go out and we in the hood and it's gun blazing, we all we got. So if we can't control it, we can't expect the police to do it. And I don't think all police are bad. There's some good ones, there's some bad ones. But at the same time, they can't be the ones that come help have peace in our community. It should be about us, policing ourselves. How are we going to have somebody else come in and clean up our block? I was talking to some young people several months ago, and I just want to talk to them about just knowing where their mind is. And I said to them, if President Barack Obama came here to your school today, and you were having a conversation with him, what would the first thing you say to President Barack Obama? What would you ask him to do? One of the kids said, one of the young men said, I would ask the president to help me get a record deal so I can help somebody. I'm like, okay. Another young man said, I would ask the president to come on my block and help me clean up my street. I said, you would ask the president of the United States to come help you clean your block? He said, yeah, I'll ask the president. My block is messed up. So at the end I said, well, you know, those are all good comments. I said, but let me ask you this, young brother, the one that said that I would ask the president to come clean up my block. I said, if you was having a party and you was asking people to come to your party, how many people could you get to come to your party? He said, man, I got about 200, 300 people come to my party. I said, for real? 300 people? You get to come to your party? He said, yeah, man, people know me. I said, okay. So you mean to tell me that you couldn't get some of those 300 people to come help you clean up your block? You mean to tell me that you couldn't get 300 of those people to say, let me help tutor these kids that are having problems in math? Help me get some of these kids tutored in science? Help me get somebody elected that's going to do something in my community other than just be elected and say, I'm here? That's the stuff that we got to try to educate our young people about. The conversation that need to come to bear when they have great people in their midst. Not just talking about rappers and all that. That's all good. Jay-Z, P. Diddy, all that's good. But Jay-Z and P. Diddy ain't coming back to my street, my hood. They ain't coming here doing nothing. They ain't laying no groundwork. They ain't coming mentoring me. They ain't bringing no free gifts. They ain't filling my refrigerator. They ain't putting clothes on my back. They ain't giving my mama a job. None of that's happening. So Jay-Z and P. Diddy are pictures as far as I'm concerned. The people that mean something are the people that come in our community every day, like the best kept secret, and Miss Kimberly, what she said, and Brother Isaac, the people that come into the community, Brother Ernest, that come in our community that we see every day, that we talk to. Those are the people that we should be idolizing. Those are the people we should be raising up. Those are the people that we need to support, that are here in our community. Our young men need to have role models.
One day, this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be
what she said. I don't know if there's anything left for me to say. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. Y'all enjoying yourself out here today? I'm glad y'all came out today for Unity and Community. Give it up for Best Kept Secret. Unity in our community. When Terry asked me to come say a couple words today, I wasn't really sure what to say, so I scribbled down some notes, and from my heart, scribbled down some notes, and I ripped a piece of paper up and threw it away, I scribbled down some more notes, and I took that piece of paper and I threw it away, and I don't know if I have the words, but I thought of some words of some folks who have come before us, and I just want to share some of their words with you today. And hopefully, these words will stick with you. Hopefully, these words will mean something to you. And hopefully, these words will impact your life in some way. The first person is Jay-Z. Raise your hand if you know Jay-Z. Everybody know Jay-Z? That's your mama's favorite singer? I'm getting old. Yeah, that's my favorite singer, too. And Jay-Z, I heard my president is black. Black president. You know the words? Barack Obama, yeah, Barack Obama is the 44th president of the United States of America. First African-American president. What Jay-Z said, he said Rosa Parks sat so Martin Luther could walk. Martin Luther walked so Barack Obama could run. Barack Obama ran so all the children can fly. I'ma spread my wings, y'all can meet me in the sky. I'm gonna say it again. Rosa Parks sat so Martin Luther could run. Excuse me, so Martin Luther could walk. Martin Luther walked so Barack Obama could run. Barack Obama ran so all the children can fly. I'ma spread my wings, y'all can meet me in the sky. What does that mean? Come here, come tell me, what does that mean? What else does it mean? Keep talking. Keep going. You're everything, right? You're everything. And with your everything, you can do anything. You can go to college. Where you want to go to college? Raise your hand if you're going to college. Everybody's going to college? Give it up. Everybody here is going to college.